Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Reincarnated Slime, episode 22. Now they are trying to find these spirits, so maybe they can extend the life or do something to help these kids. That's what Rimuru is trying to do because of Shizu, and do everything, you know, that Shizu was not able to do, all her regrets. It's kind of beautiful, really, what he's trying to do here, but now he's found the spot where these spirits are, so hopefully he can actually do something about it here. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check us out on patreon.com/ajrich123 if you'd like to see these episodes uncut and early. And let's go ahead and start. He must not see it too threatening. I mean, threatening a little bit to have him with them, but not so threatening not to bring them at all. Well, there's nothing in your path, so of course that labyrinth would be easy. No opponents. You can walk through it. Infinite levels in a video game. They don't sound very pleasant. Well, they're spirits, so you don't really know what to expect. They can't have any type of powers or abilities. Oh, damn! Might as well just treating that spirit like they're nothing. What the? Teleporting them to something? They have like some type of spirit world or something? Because where else is this going? So they put him in a whole new area. That means they're more evil? Seems simple enough. The disadvantages of just having no control of where they're at. You can just tell it's not as threatening as what Rimuru can dish out. Though that always helps. But you took that thing out in one hit. Some tests are deadly. What would this be weak to? It doesn't sound like somebody that's just gonna tell it to stop. Ah. And then engulf it? When you have every type of element at your disposal, or you know how many techniques Rimuru has, who freaking knows? But when you have it, you can utilize the weaknesses and strategize that way. If you only have a couple techniques, then you're gonna be weak to some enemies. But Rimuru does not have that issue. Was it a pixie? Of course it's a damn pixie. Either Demon Lords are becoming a lot more common, it seems like. We've seen a different variety of Demon Lords, though. It's not impossible. I think she probably is. It's just there must be some weaker Demon Lords. Also, demon lords might not be just like all super strong. They all are probably strong at something. I would think they could be friends. The way they're kind of similar. He really is known. In a month you never shown them that? I guess it's not a big deal if you've already shown your strength. So she's bragging to everybody? How many demon lords are there then? That's a good question. Because they said 10 just in here. That's a weird way of doing it. You made it super threatening. Ah, so it was made of a lot of elements. All you need to please her is a cookie. Oh. So technically they could make those now too, if they know the general way of making it. If you could get that technology to them, they could mass produce them. Well, there's 10, so all they need is 5. Actually, that's the perfect type of... When I thought about a spirit, I thought they could be anything. You wouldn't want them... They're kids, so you wouldn't want them to be super dangerous, even though, you know, we saw Shizu get something dangerous as a kid. This will be easier on them if they had something like a spirit like this. Who, I mean, yeah, they might be a bit abrasive, but... harmless enough. I think that would be the best spirit for them to have. What? How did she get the queen title? Why is this surprising anymore? We've seen demon lords act like this. Regular demon lords, so why wouldn't the queen of this be? Queen of spirits be that? Oh, the one they're looking for. Yeah, we know what they're talking about. So he was good at one point. It also doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person to become a demon lord either, though. Is this recent? She has like every role. Who would have known? She seems to be the key to a lot of stuff here. Look, listen. That's what I was thinking too. I thought there was none. There's a lot more to this world that we don't know. I could tell from the way she's talking. She probably could tell them a lot of stuff. So you have to convince all of them? You would think that would be really difficult. Which is how he can make this work for them. He's just being a faithful dog now. She would be really happy. Like, I don't think she would have any complaints about this. I think there was a lot of like funny things that happened there, but I think the biggest thing that I took from this was this turning into a demon lord is a fall from grace. That's the way, like, becoming a demon lord can be seen as a fall from grace, which would mean you wouldn't want to become a demon lord, because we saw some of the demon lords seem to like being one. We saw them asking, why shouldn't Rimuru become a demon lord? Now it kind of makes sense. It's not that they're necessarily bad, because now this Leon guy was a hero before, and then he became a demon lord. And from what the small parts we saw with Shizu, something definitely, I mean, he wants some knowledge, and when you crave something, you want to know something, or you're trying to do something selfishly. I guess that's probably how he turned into that or became a demon lord. But there's a lot of missing information. But I thought that is one interesting fact. But also, this demon lord spirit that we met here seems to be able to have the strong, like, she was asked to bring people on. She's supposed to be this guardian, this spirit that protects the world and deals with the world itself. And if she has the capabilities of being able to summon, because he was asking about her summoning a specific person, she has the capabilities of doing things like that, or even an extent of that. I think it would benefit Rimuru for sure to get as much information as he can out of her, because who else are you going to be able to ask to do stuff like that? That is better than, that's the biggest clue we've gotten this entire show about how this world works, more so than the first episode, when I think we got a ton of information in the very beginning when Veldora was talking about it, and then the last couple episodes it's kind of told us more about the people being summoned, or the differences between people being summoned or otherworlders just coming from the world or reincarnating. There's a big difference, and I think she definitely knows a lot of knowledge about this. And I want to know more. I find this world very interesting, and it just keeps opening up more and more and more. Wait, so you're gonna summon them to the place? I thought they might go somewhere else. Well, first thing is confidence. There are downsides. There could, things could go wrong here too. It's worth it though if you can live longer. Oh, they're hearing him, or hearing his prayers. It's like putting all the puzzle pieces together to create something. So this wouldn't work normally without Rimuru doing this. It's his specialty. Huh. Everything is so automated. That's at least you don't have to do all the math inside your head. That means it'll 100% work then? That's awesome. That's like telling you, hey, you can live longer now. Yeah, you have to make sure everybody is successful. Will it work as well for each one, though? So this is going to give them new techniques and stuff as well, and abilities. Now they'll all actually live longer. Is this a strong... Oh, shit. Something's going to actually appear? Who the hell is this? Why do you seem more evil than her? At least trickery. So he was drawn by him. Okay. Maybe his potential is higher then. Too bad Shizu couldn't have a spirit like this in her. That was a lot easier compared to the others. He didn't actually have to do any work. The rest of them, I don't know. There must be a difference between a few of them. I mean, at least you're being a good teacher to a student. That they care about you this much. Something feels off. Yep. Of course, not everything could go right. Spirit Bride? What the everyone's kissing Rimuru. What is going on? What connection does Rimuru have with... She just looks like an older version of her. Like the look was very similar. That makes me feel a little nervous, though. First of all, you see there's some connection to Veldora there, because Veldora showed. She looks kind of like that kid, kind of like Shizu. They all have this same look. She went to kiss Rimuru. It seemed like maybe there's some emotion here. I don't know, but I have a bad feeling that might... it's hard to say that thing is evil, but there seems to be something you definitely need to monitor it. Like, I don't know. It's a little nerve-wracking. That's not good. What? From the future? Holy shit. Okay. This was what I was asking about and thinking about earlier was this is completely different. I thought, could people show up from the future or whatever, or from a later time? If a spirit or whatever this thing was, she said it wasn't a spirit, but something could show up from the future here and then inhabiting her. It says, but by inhabiting her, it laid the foundation for its own rebirth. Oh my God, there's so many questions here. I'm going to talk about this at the end. But that's still something to at least monitor. Yeah, don't question your teacher. That sequence just gave us a lot more questions to think about. I just want to call them fairies or pixies. What the hell? Oh. That's different. Another, yep. Here, have some manga. There might be a hentai mixed into there. Actually, I'm surprised Rimuru hasn't reproduced anything in that department. It does kind of feel like a weird conclusion, even though it's obviously not, but everything's gone so good. And he's done so much in, I guess, a semi-short amount of time. And everything he's done has been very calculated for the most part and done pretty well. He really only lost one person close that he cared about. How do you expand? Like, where do you grow from this point? I think what I like about this show a lot is how likable even the first off enemies and then they become friends and allies. Everyone's so likable in this, even the side characters. I like those type of fights though. I want to see more of those. Those were probably one of my favorite episodes, was that one there. The last like 2 or 3 fights have gone way more smoothly than I like. This one and against Millum, and the last couple of them have just been very easy. So I expect it to probably become more difficult, I would assume. I just don't know how you lay any more obstacles for somebody like Rimuru. I really do like their story though. It's very beautiful and kind of nicely done. But wait, isn't there one more episode? I thought there was 24 episodes in this season. Am I wrong? Or maybe episode 24 is like an extra episode? And him, he's still a threat too. And these guys. What the hell? Another sister? Did I just see a third one there? Who the hell is this? Somebody got summoned, but by who? Was that by Leon? I mean, he was with them for a while, but now they can kind of at least not be the Walking Dead. Says all the crying kids. Oh. Where are they going? In the Hogwarts? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, he can't stay there forever. He still has his own area to work on. It's actually kind of fitting. I mean, she really does look like Shizu, so it's really fitting. It's got to be the similarities. Oh, that's the summon. Is he gonna follow him back or something? What? So this, from the little last card here, it seems like this was actually the last episode of the series, and then the next episode is an extra episode. It's saying extra black and a mask. That's interesting. If it's an extra episode, I said I was gonna do the OVAs anyway, so I'm gonna go to the next one here because I was wondering. I'm like, I thought there was one other episode still of the season, but they're playing this like it's a season finale. And I'm gonna kind of treat it like that because it really it did a lot of flashbacks and just shots of what happened through the series and all the important moments. And it all really leads up to how Rimuru has grown as a person and as a slime. But I mean, yeah, obviously the evolving, everyone's really evolved and changed. But I think I really was a little worried by especially how the last girl ended up, like the weird older girl got summoned, then she went to kiss Rimuru. I have so many thoughts, and I was thinking about it. I was like, is there some connection with Shizu here just because they all look so similar? Even that thing, whatever that was, looked kind of like Shizu a little bit, but it also kind of looked like the little girl. So is there some connect? And then he gave her the mask because Veldora, like the little Veldora kind of reacted, and we saw him react a couple times. So it just makes me think, like, where is the connection here? There's a lot. I could guess a million times. Like my first thought is there's some connection with Shizu here. Like there has to be, they look alike. There's not that's what I, and then you're getting the mask, but it seems too easy of an answer. So I feel like it's probably more complicated than that, but it just, there's definitely some connection. And then also somebody got summoned, but they didn't say, it didn't show who summoned. I'm assuming, I think the easy assumption would say the Demon Lord Leon, but also it could be somebody else as well. There's other demon lords, so there could be a different type of summoning, or a different person summoning. But this the things he was saying and stuff, it seemed, I don't know, that person that thing summoned, I don't really know what their intention is, but they're straight going to Rimuru. So that's going to be something to kind of watch going forward. But since this is the end of a season, I'll just briefly say this show has been really fun to watch. I think a lot of I think I went in, like, especially the first few episodes felt very wholesome, and it felt like it just was very focused on building the world and kind of getting, and very character based and character focused, which I liked. I liked learning about all these supporting characters and around Rimuru, and then also a lot of politics involved too. Creating a nation or creating a city, creating a place is not an easy task, and having to build all these alliances and stuff, as we saw in the first like 16 episodes or so, we saw that kind of go down, and it's something that I'm not used to in a show. I was so waiting for like a fight, like all these big fights every episode, and we did get we got like episode 8, episode 13 and 14. We got some good bulky fights that were meaningful, and they meant something, and we had some some episodes that were really sad as well. My favorite is definitely 8, probably 8 and 14. I liked 8, 14, 16 was really comical. There's a lot of episodes. I would say 8 is still my favorite, just because of how much emotion is there, and the buildup between 6 and 8, and the sadness. 14 was great because we saw I just like the backstories and the of these guys that are treated like they're bad guys, and then you kind of find out they have a pretty bad past, and it was just done really well, and it made me appreciate what was going on. So I really enjoyed that. I love the characters. Loved Shizu. Obviously I liked Shion, but I really liked Rimuru as a character. Sometimes if you don't have at least a balanced main character that can at least be semi-likable, it's really hard to grasp onto a show sometimes. I mean, without like a very strong supporting cast. And I think in this case, they have a strong supporting cast on top of having Rimuru just be a likable guy. And I really enjoyed the simplicities of this show. And yeah, there's a lot of things. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff in the background here and how this world works. There's a lot of mystery. I can tell that'll probably be touched on later on. There's another season. There's OVAs. But for this season in general, I feel like it was very wholesome and not heavy fight focused. It was very much world building, politics, and character focused, which was refreshing for me from shows that I normally watch. I really liked. There was an easy way to say, like, try to find similarities between other shows and stuff and other isekais. But this one is very drastically different. It's definitely way different from Overlord, when I'm just going from main characters on how they make their decisions and how they do things, on top of the surroundings and what their major goals were different as well. And that's why I could kind of easily see this, and especially the way how wholesome this show is compared was a bit refreshing too. I've been watching a lot of darker shows lately, so it was nice to see, even though we had some sad moments, there was so much wholesomeness and friendliness. For the most part, I have to say I really enjoyed that. What was your favorite part of season 1? You let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite episode in general? Who was your favorite character? Yeah, let me know all that information down in the description below. I appreciate you watching these. We're going straight through. I guess episode 24 is an extra, so we're just going to watch the next episode. And I appreciate you guys watching these. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon if you want to watch these episodes early and uncut, patreon.com/ajrich123. and all my everything is down in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, all my social medias. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.